Virgo, let's do a reading for the current energies just for like the next 7 to 10 days. As always, please just take what works and leave what doesn't, whatever it is, Check your other sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. If it doesn't resonate, maybe there's a message over there for you. And as always, please help me out. Hit that like button, boink right there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff really helps me out. And I could really use some support in helping to grow my channel. So I appreciate that. All right, Virgo, let's see what the next 7 to 10 days looks like for you. Grateful, thankful for these messages, always. All right, first card out for you is the World card. So I see the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new about to emerge. When I see this World card, I really am encouraged that whatever it was, we are now closing the door. A new chapter is about to begin, and we have the opportunity for a fresh new start. Because the card that follows this is that Fool card. So let's see what this is all about. You may have closed out a cycle with somebody and have decided, let's start over. Let's start with a clean slate, because we do have this Judgment card here. And I feel as if, this is truly an energy of, let's give it another shot and let's give it the best one we have. We've learned a lot. We've been through a whole lot together. So let's see whether or not we can resurrect whatever this situation is, put an end to the past, and begin on a whole new clean slate. So I like that for you. We also have the Moon card. These are big cards. These are major arcana. So let's see what this is about. So the Moon card, when it comes out, a lot of things have been kept hidden. Maybe in a situation between you and someone, the situation was, riddled with a lot of people holding back emotions, because a lot of deep emotions come with this Moon card. But it also says, you need to come out of your shell and you need to come up and, really trust that this path here in front of you is going to take care of you. And the moon always lights this path, all right? So I feel as if you've got to trust your intuition. You got to trust what's going on with you. There's a real big shift in your life happening right now. And I feel as if in the past there was this energy, that you didn't have a lot of hope. You didn't have a lot of faith that anything could ever change or transform. And like I said, I've got some serious cards here. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. You really want things to turn in a good way. You want things to, not be how they were. You really want to give it another shot. If we are going to do this, let's really make it work. But that's going to require you to bring up all of these things that you have kept suppressed and, bring them up to the forefront. Let's really look at them. Let's really face them. Because if we want this transformation, if we want this chance, if we want to fix things with this big X on, this big cross here, and we want to end this cycle once and for all, it's going to really ask you to be a bit vulnerable, and not be afraid to bring up these emotions that you have kept suppressed for so long. So I feel as if, there's a part of you that questions whether or not this is possible with the Star card at the base coming up reversed. This is a card of hope. This is a card of, bringing in some faith that things are going to turn. And, there's still a part of you that has reservations as to whether or not this is really possible. So let's see what else is going on here. Now, in the recent past, we do have this Page of Pentacles coming up. And, again, we have this beautiful bright yellow energy. This is very optimistic. And, this is also about maybe we can start fresh again. Maybe we can have a new beginning and start with, really looking at, the groundwork. Let's start with the material. Are we happy in the home? Are we happy where we are? Are we happy in our job? And then from there move on, because this is a new beginning. This is a new start. And I feel as if, this comes alongside this Judgment card of maybe we can have a fresh new start and, let's start first from just the basics. So I feel as if, there is this energy around, this new beginning that, you've got some reservations. You've been through a lot, so you're a little guarded. And I say that because we do have this Four of Swords up, coming up reversed. As much as you really want to begin this new, fresh direction with whoever it is, or whatever the situation is, you're still feeling a little unsettled, because things take time. If there was a trust that was broken, trust is not just given, it has to be earned. So I think, you're just kind of wondering whether or not this is really going to turn for you. Now, here again, we have a sense of instability here. We have this Nine of Pentacles coming up reversed. But again, this is a bright card when it's upright, but it's reversed alongside the swords. All right, so we have these two reversed energies of being unsettled, unstable, not knowing whether or not this is going to work. And it could be maybe a project, it could be a job, some kind of business thing that you wanted to get off the ground. But with this Nine of Pentacles, you may not have the money. You may not have the ability to make some new starts. Maybe you don't have the ability to move into a new home. That would be really, really good. So you have some reservations, Virgo. I mean, as much as it sounds really good, these deep-seated emotions that are starting to come up, you're just like, I don't know. So I feel as if it's very important, Virgo, that you really express what it is that are your fears in moving forward and in ending this old cycle to begin this new one. Because here you come up also with this Justice card coming up reversed. So there is this situation, that, you have wondered whether or not, maybe if it is a relationship or a partnership, whether or not, we need to take some actions in order to bring this balance in. This is about, law and order. This is about, really, making sure that things are really fair, especially in moving forward. So I feel as if, even though there is this direction of let's put the old away and let's end this chapter and start new again, you have some reservations. All right. And you really want things to turn in a good way. But again, proof is in the pudding. I mean, trust is earned. If somebody wants to make a change and make a shift in your life, it's not, you're not a light switch. It's not an on and off. This is an energy that says, I need to see whether or not, this is really going to happen. You say you're going to change, but are you? You say we're going to have a brand new beginning, but are we? You say you want, to put some money into this new investment, into this business, but is it really fair? Is it really going to turn out okay? I mean, you want to believe that it is. So you are at this crossroads right now where, how you begin is very important, and you want to maintain that, everything is going to go out well, but there's a part of you that says, I just don't know. I just don't know if this is going to work. We have this Five of Wands coming upside down. This is about, trying to figure out how to do this. I think you guys have done this before where, here we have these people and they're sparring with each other, practicing, trying to figure things out. And, you question whether or not this is really going to work again. So I think, a lot of you Virgos have a lot of reservations. You really want to see and be hopeful and have that faith that things are going to turn around, but if you're going to give it your all, I mean, this is a big move, because, you have been there, done that, and things haven't worked out the way you thought they were. So I think, with this Judgment card, you're going to be very, very, focused on whether or not we can really fix this and end this cycle once and for all. And, you're not just going to say, yes, okay, we're going to do this and it's going to be a clean slate, because you've already tried that. And, in the past, you're not very hopeful now in the future as to whether or not things really are going to change. So I feel as if this instability that you have here, really is about whether or not, you really mean it. So, like I said, trust is not just freely given. It has to be earned. So if there was this imbalance and, this unfairness between this situation, whether it's a relationship, a job, a project that you've done with someone else, you really want to be optimistic, but you question whether or not it is, because you need to see it for yourself. You need to know that things are going to turn, and that's going to take time. So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I almost said Libra. I wonder whether you're dealing with the Libra, or maybe somebody with a lot of Libra energy. But, you want things to be fair. You want things to be balanced. And if we're going to have a fresh new start and a brand new beginning, then, we can't keep things hidden. All right, everything needs to come out. There has to be transparency in order to regain a trust that I feel was broken. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Virgo. Take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button, and I'll see you all at another reading. Until then, be well. Bye now.